This is Live Vespers and Sabbath Sermons. Welcome to this episode. We started this series about a year ago. Our live streaming schedule is Friday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 10:45 a.m. My name's Joel Ang. This episode presents Preacher Joel Lang from the SDA Sermon YouTube channel and Sister Rachel Reed from the SDA Sermons YouTube channel. Each video will have something for you, whether you have a question about a Mark of the Beast or you are wanting to be an SDA but not sure what it is like. Check the description below for many helpful resources. Subscribe, hit the bell, and click the like. If you know someone who needs spiritual help, share this with them. Enjoy this episode.
Okay, good morning, YouTube. How's everyone doing? Just now in the middle of the video, there were a lot of stops in the middle. That was terrible because my Wi-Fi was not working so well today because we were under the laptop whole morning. I was on the countdown for an hour and 30 minutes, and my computer is upset with me. That's what I'm gonna get. Okay, now today's topic is part 2 from yesterday. Now, if you haven't watched yesterday's topic, go to my homepage, SBA Sermons, and you can watch yesterday's topic on that channel. Okay, is my audio good? Everything good, right? Now, because I'm actually carrying a microphone. That's right. What do you have to get? Okay. Now, share my screen. Okay. Our opening hymn is 306. It's called Draw Me Nearer. In the hymnal, number 306. Okay, you can go ahead and start, Rachel. Okay, give us a second. We're coming. Sorry, that was my mic just toppled down out of nowhere. Precious Lord, to the cross, down and skies. Yeah, we are waiting. I just got to go for opening hymn. second. I had to take my water. I should have done all those in the beginning, in the very, very beginning. But, well, sometimes I forgot to do it. Okay. Now, let's just go to our opening prayer. Let's pray, everyone. Our Father in heaven, we want to thank Thee for this Sabbath that we can worship You, rest from our work, and join us in today's worship. Please help us to understand Your word. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, as I said, just go check the description if you want to check some stuff. Yep. Because a lot of stuff that I'm preaching, there's maybe some stuff. Yeah. There's maybe some stuff that if you want to read for yourself instead of just hearing me speak, just read the description below. We have many texts from the book, from Ellen White's book, but also listen to this sermon because not everything is in there because it limits the description count to 5,000 characters, 5,000 words to make it better. But they limited it to 5,000 characters. So I reached 5,000. I had to remove a lot of stuff from there. And if you are wondering, if you are missing episodes 29 through 32, you watch it on my other YouTube channel, Live SDA Sermons with Joel A. Yang. And for my website and other stuff, important stuff that you want to know, just go to the description and check all those things if you want to. Okay, now we're going to jump through a quick review of what is NEWSTART and why is it important. Today is supposed to cover only why is it important, but I decided just to go through what is NEWSTART. In case you haven't watched yesterday's topic yet, you can go ahead and do that after this one's finished. Now, the first slide I'm going to first speak about pork. Now, if you're like, what's so special about pork? You're going to put it first. Now, there's nothing so special about your pork, but now let's talk about why pork is the number one worst food. I mean, cheese is the number one worst food that anybody on earth can even eat, but pork is number two. And all those, how many of you want to eat a garbage truck? I'm sorry to say that, but you're eating pork is like somewhat eating garbage truck because pork is, if you read in the book Health or How to Live, if you want to read it, they don't sell the book anymore, but if you check the description, we have the links all in the description. So now in Ellen White's book, she tells about eating pork. Now, she says in 18.3 and 19.1, if you look at the slide here, sorry, that StreamYard logo is the worst I can ever imagine. I'm really sorry about that. Anyways, so it just goes to the link below. So now, why should we not eat pork? Number one, we were not meant to eat meat. In the beginning, God only allowed us to eat fruits, then later vegetables were added after sin. After the flood, God only permitted man to eat flesh for food because it took a while for the plants to grow. Now, but pork should never be eaten. Why should pork not be eaten? Because pork is like the king. It's like the president of the scavengers. Look, all flesh-eating animals are scavengers. Now, so the pork for the land, he is the head of the Department of Sanitation on the land. But in the ocean, who is the Department of Sanitation down there? It is the oysters and shellfish. That's why we shouldn't be eating all those. Now, how many of you know that all flesh-eating animals are scavengers? What's a scavenger? Something that eats it, right? Anyway, so yeah. Should we be eating pork? It's dirty. So now people are eating pork. People eat pork. They are eating shellfish. They're eating oysters and all those disgusting stuff, right? For us, it's disgusting, but for them, they say it tastes really good. But now, when they eat all those disgusting for us foods, then later on, after eating, they go fishing, then to catch more, and they look in the water filled with garbage bags and filled with dirt and filled with junk and filled with all those stuff. They say, why is it so dirty? And then when they're walking on the land, they stepped on the cakes dogs make. And they say, ew, my shoe, help me. Because when the pig's job and the oysters and shellfish and all those scavengers, we call them scavengers, all those animals, their job is to what? To clean up. And then when you eat them, you say, how come the outside is so dirty? Because you ate them. And now that's part of the reason why NEWSTART is important, because NEWSTART is not only caring for you, but it's caring for your body and it's caring for the land. Okay. Now, should we eat non-stick? Non-stick cooking spray. Should we eat non-stick? Non-stick, no matter if you follow all the laws of health, everything you do, NEWSTART, you follow everything. You dress properly. You do exercise. You have water. You have sunlight. You eat even proper nutrition. You have temperance. You have air. You have rest. You trust in God, and you have all those things. But if you eat non-stick, you are still not a plant-based, no matter what you do. Because in non-stick, if you look at the ingredients as you see on the screen, which I currently listed up on the screen, what's wrong with non-stick? Now, are you plant-based if you eat non-stick? It's no, because why? If you want to be plant-based, you want to be plant-based because, that's healthy. If you want to be plant-based, but you eat all these, like, non-stick and all those, you think that could be plant-based. Now, if you don't know, God won't force you to do that. If you do know that non-stick is bad, for example, if you do know but you still eat it, then of course, Now, look on the left of the picture. Look in the picture on the left. It talks about the non-stick ingredients. I just put it in the non-stick ingredients. What is it in the non-stick ingredients? Now, I underlined the one that's really suspicious, the one that we shouldn't eat totally at all. I forgot to underline natural flavors too. But milk, but milk, we shouldn't be drinking milk. But you say, oh, I don't want to drink milk. She cooked her food with cream and milk, and now that was at her time. At her time, now she was a vegetarian, but I remember in one of my sermons I said that at the end time, animals and people get more sick. That's why, should we be eating something that's sick? That's why at Ellen White's time, she used to eat cream and milk and all those, because, but that was at her time. It was okay to eat then because they were not as sick as how they were right now. Milk is not plant-based. Now, should we eat food coloring? Nah. Food coloring is coloring, nachos. Anyways, okay. And natural flavors. What is natural flavors? Why don't they tell what is inside? Why don't they say it's orange juice or it's apple juice or it's lemonade or it's something, or it's this chemical? Because if they said whatever chemical, it's because natural flavors, right? It's really something really suspicious. That's why they don't want to tell the ingredients, because if they tell the ingredients and people don't know what's the ingredient, they go right there, oh, it causes this and that. No, I'm not gonna buy this. Hello, police. Someone is selling something that causes this and that and this and that. I'm not gonna buy it. They don't want to get themselves into trouble, so they just put it in natural flavors. That's suspicious. Now, MSG monosodium glutamate. Before we go to MSG, now I want to ask you a question that everybody thinks is okay. Should we do juicing? Is carrot juice? Should we drink carrot juice? No, carrot juice is not what we should drink. And should we eat raw vegetables? Now, lettuce is okay to eat raw, but kale, cabbage, carrots, all those crunchy vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, beets, celery, all those should not be eaten raw. Anything that has a it should be cooked instead. Now people think, are you weird? No, actually we totally shouldn't be eating all these kinds of foods because they're not good for you. Because anyways, now let's talk about MSG. What is MSG? It's monosodium glutamate. Now, what's monosodium glutamate? Why is MSG bad for your brain? Now, that's why we read. Now, MSG is it is bad. Because MSG, when it enters the brain, it kills the brain cells and it wreaks havoc on brain functions. Now, in my cabinet, I don't have MSG. I don't have all those bad stuff. Okay, I don't have salt. Now, people want to eat MSG. Now, look, MSG should not be eaten. Should we eat something that's bad for our brains? We want to take care of the brain. Now, which is the most important organ to our bodies? The brain, the heart. The heart is number 1, brain is number 2, eyes is number 3. Now, those are the most important because, of course, everything is important, but the most important, I think, should be the brain and the heart. Now, let's talk about the heart first. Now, imagine if you have no heart, you will be in big trouble because the heart is the most important thing in the body. Now, second most important thing in the body because the heart, now, it doesn't matter if you have a brain, but you don't have a heart. Or a heart, but you don't have a brain. Now, if you have a heart, but you don't have a brain, your heart still works because it just works without the brain having to tell it. I'll bet. Now, by your brain is second most important because if you don't have a brain, if I didn't have a brain, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. Okay, next. Let me just make a note here that all this that I'm speaking, if you still eat all those, you can't just put, what? Pretty Joe said it, throw it out the door. Then you're going to get sick. You have to slowly give up. Just like if someone says we shouldn't eat meat. Now, you shouldn't just throw out a meat like that. You have to slowly give up. You eat pork, get out the pork, get rid of the pork first. Then if you eat oysters and shellfish and all those stuff, get rid of them second. Then fish, because some fish have mercury in them. Then you slowly give up on the rest, like beef and chicken, and mutton and all those things. You slowly give them up. And venison. Anyway, so I'm just saying. Yeah, we can't just give it all up. So if you eat non-stick, you eat MSG, you eat meat, you eat oil, you eat deep fried, you don't exercise, you don't drink water, you still drink coffee, you still drink orange juice, and you don't follow the laws of health, and you don't follow the laws of dressing, you can't just give them all like that. And just slowly, I give up. Now, because Rome was not built in one day. It didn't take Rome to build in one day. It took years. So that means it won't take your body just one day to give up all those things. Your body won't give it up that fast. Slowly. Now let's talk about cooking with oil. Now, should we cook food with oil? No way! Stir frying, deep frying, all those things. Why shouldn't we do all those? Because of heart disease, obesity, diabetes, some types of cancer, and high cholesterol. My father was really high cholesterol. Now, I became a plant-based man like a year ago. Of course, we give up eggs. Last time, you won't believe this, but I ate eggs every other day. And I'm not joking. I used to eat eggs every other day. And that's really bad for you. My dad had really high cholesterol, and we had slowly give up. We haven't went to the doctor for a few months already, but we didn't, and his blood pressure is high. So I have to, I'll get it to you. Last time I checked on February 24th, His blood pressure was 120/68. That was a bit better, but when I checked again, it was 138/78. Now, high blood pressure causes a lot of problems, right? So, yeah. And when you're talking high cholesterol, so that's why sorry. Can you just glue to my hand, please? Just kidding. That's why cooking with oil, we became plant-based actually years ago, but I'm like a year ago, but we still ate oil. We just gave up oil like when? November, somewhere in November. So yeah, remember that. Okay. Next, exercise. Now, why should we do exercise? If we don't do exercise, even though what's the best exercise? Walking, all the other sports, all those things are not the best exercises. Now, you have leg problems, let's say. Now, you don't have to walk 20 hours a day. I didn't tell you to walk 20 hours a day. That's why we have temperance. We're going to speak about that. Now, I didn't tell you to walk too long or too short. Now, just if you have that leg problems, like I do have leg problems sometimes. Actually, I have leg problems when on Thursday or Wednesday, I think. My leg, right? I have some problems that my knee on the left knee can't walk properly. So, but now it's okay. But it comes back every once in a while. And today I just hit my leg, and now I'm not even sure whether I can work anymore. Of course, it won't work. Now, is basketball a good sport? Now, how do you have to play basketball? Sorry. That's how you play basketball, right? Now, is that a good sport? I'm going to show something to you guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Ooh, it's flying away. Turn on this camera. Oops. Man, you roll around too much. Way too much. Enough. Now look, I have this container over here. Now look, what happens if I jump? Okay, no way, you are running again. This is your body, this one. And this is your internal organ. Now if I jump, what happens? That's why we shouldn't keep jumping now. And running, we shouldn't run. If you run like this, we shouldn't run, because if you run, right, if I run carrying this, I can't run right now because my house is kind of messy. But if I just look, it doesn't work. But I'm not saying that you can't run. If a bear chases you or if a dog chases you, you must run, of course. Or if a snake chases you. Snake doesn't have legs. I don't know about that. You have to run. You have to run. But if you don't have a real purpose to run, try to avoid it. Because running and jumping and all those things shakes our internal organs. We don't want that to happen, isn't it? Now walking, I'm going to move on to the next slide here. Walking is the best, because walking, if you walk, now should we walk like this before we eat? Sorry, you guys on YouTube can't see that, but I'm just going to have to turn around the camera here. Sorry if you're seeing this, because I try to really think of my best. Look. Now, Should we walk like this before eating? No, that's not the way we should walk before eating. Before eating, you can walk a little faster. It's okay to walk a bit fast, but you don't run. You don't do this. You don't do that. I said I didn't do that, but I did it. Just did it. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, before eating, you can walk fast. Like you wake up in the morning, then you can go for a morning walk, just like what Ellen White did. But if outside is too cold, like this morning was like what, feeling like in the teens, like 10, 11 degrees. Who dared to go out that time? 17 degrees. I forgot the exact weather, but of course you can walk in your house. If you have a specific room, like my living room, which is tiny, of course bigger than my apartment, then of course you can walk in there. Now I just ran a little bit and now my leg here is painful already. What a trouble. Okay, now should we take a walk? Oh, sorry. Here. Now getting in some steps during the day helps to decrease the health risk for diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, and weight gain. So now that's fine. We should walk. Take walks. Now walking in the morning and not walking. We should walk before meal because then your stomach will digest the food so that you can eat later. Now you're going to be like what? Sleepy guy. And a half sleepy and a half skinny guy. So if not, that's what's going to happen. So we walk before meals, but after meals, how long should we walk? Should we walk like an hour? After meals, should we walk just like 2 seconds? Go back to work. If you do that, how many of you walk 2 seconds and go back to work? Not me. If you say I do, it means you're a workaholic. Now, you know what it means by walking 2 seconds? I don't mean nobody can walk 2 seconds, but we're just walking from your dining table back to your office. That is, you're a workaholic if you do that. Now, and if you spend time, at least 15 minutes after each meal, taking a walk outside or indoors, it will be good. Now look, now if you are always in a good mood and you can walk around in the house a little more, but if you're in a bad mood like me all the time, then you have to go out because outside it's nice and fresh air, helps to get your mood better. So yeah, that's why taking a walk is important. Now let's talk about water. Our bodies are made out of what? How many percent water? No. Everybody's carrying a water bottle with them, including me. That's why I had to drink water because I'm going to talk about water. Our bodies are made of how many percent water? 75. Our bodies are made of 75% water. How many percent orange juice? 0. How many percent coffee? 0. So our bodies want, now what is water? Should water be called, now water means plain water. Now, of course, if you squeeze some lemon inside, it's also okay. Lemonade is okay. Homemade, of course. You don't put ice inside. You don't put sugar inside. Just put lemon inside. Just squeeze little. Now smoothie. All those things are not considered as water. Now you say, oh, I drink soybean milk, or I drink milk, or I drink almond milk. It's not considered as water either. Now water means water. Now this one, as long as it has some water inside, like my ginger tea has, then that is good for you. Now it must have water inside. But now we're not talking about orange juice and coffee. You put water inside. That's not good. Orange juice and coffee. If you get on juice, right? Juice sets the sugar up. But eating But eating orange by itself, because it has the fibers in there to bind the sugar together, and it won't go on. Now, coffee is caffeine. Caffeine is terrible for you. That's why all those are not good. Now, but water is perfect for you. So you must drink 8 glasses of water every day. 8 glasses of water is good for you. Now, 8 glasses of water. Now, of course, if you want to drink like, well, you can put a little lemon inside it, like like 2 cups. You can put a little lemon inside. It's okay. Now, 8 glasses of water should be good. Sunlight. Now, today is the first Sabbath in forever that we had sunlight. I mean, every Sabbath I have sunlight, but today is the first sunny Sabbath. Oh no, it's not totally sunny because I see a few clouds. So sunlight is good for you because sunlight. I'm gonna give you the demonstration again because sometimes right people need to get it many times. Hold on, I have to just.
Sorry, guys, but now, sorry, I have to just show the floor because it's really messy in the living room. This match was because we have a visitor. So anyway, so look, giving you a demonstration again. Look at this part here. Sorry for the mess on that side. On this side here, look how tiny the leaves are. Oh, this is the tiniest, I guess. Oh no, that's not the tiniest. This one. Look, the leaves in the middle on the sides are really tiny, but look, this one. Look how close it is to the window. So sometimes in the morning you forget to open it. So that's why. Look, this one is close to the windows, and then of course the windows. It's not completely sealed. Of course, you have some holes, but it's not enough. But for plants, it should be enough for them. So look, they have fresh air here. Oops, it's like coming out already. Oops, I had to push that in. Anyways. It's close to the windows. Now on the windows, we have the sunlight. It's nice and blue outside. The sunlight streaming in toward these leaves. And look, the biggest leaf in my plant is this one. Sorry, that portrait mood is terrible. I like the landscape better when taking YouTube videos. Now, this one is really big. Look at this one. Whew, this is brand new. It just came out today. This one is also new. This one, I don't know what happened. This little guy here. But look, on this side, as always, it's really busy family on this side. But look, and when you move in here, you don't really see too many leaves coming out. Look, this one, most of the leaves on this corner take forever to come out. You know why? Look, this one, the leaves here came out really fast. Just like 2 weeks ago, it was like this. But now, it's whew. And do you see this green stem here? When I brought it home, if you look at the video that I uploaded the day after I brought this plant home, you could see the big difference. It was like in June. You could see the big difference. Look how you can see how much this plant has grown. Now, look, this one, these branches are also really new. But why? Because they're close to the windows. This green one is also really new here. And when we first brought it home, definitely we did not have this one. And this, look, it's always really busy here with all these new leaves. And this one, look at this, so tiny. It's taking you forever. I don't know about that one, but from for a long time, I know these have been there. Look at this one; it probably took forever, and it's not even growing a little bit yet. Why? Look how far is it away from the window? It wants to be close to the window. That's how we grow. Now, people is also the same thing for human beings like me. Now, if you wanna, now, if you wanna be healthy, and if you want your plants to be healthy too, you must always have your curtains nice and open, because that way you're going to get tons of sunlight into your home. Sorry. That's my house. And those are not my dogs. Okay, making sure it can. Perfect. Now, perfect. Now, sunlight. Okay, now sunlight is very important for health. Because if we don't have sun, that's why God created the sun. He created light already, then he added the sun. The sun. What happened to the sun? Sun has a good source of vitamin D. Now you don't need to go to a apothecary to get vitamin D. You just get it from the sun. So in the sunlight has vitamin D in them. Look in Ellen White's book. I forgot which book is that. Now. Oh, in the book, when regards to the book of Christian temperance, later I must this statement. Now, if I made this statement, you can always take a picture of this, so you can always screenshot this one if you want to read it for yourself. Now, if I must have done so in expressing the idea of working away from the use of all drugs concocted at the apothecary. We have no use for them. So now, I'm not going to talk too much because for you it might be a little shocking for people who are really new to White and her books and all those things. But now, if you are people like us who have been Adventists for a while, then you'll understand more. Now, I'm supposed to end 11:35 because I have to cook lunch. But so yeah, I'm actually going to preach in the afternoon again. You're gonna be like, what again? Yeah, I'm gonna actually have another session in the afternoon. So now, yeah, I'm just gonna end with the closing song and prayer right now because yeah, in the afternoon just come back at 2:30. Who's available at 2:30? 2:30, everybody. Everybody agree, 2:30, right? Okay. Now at 2:30 we are going to come back again so that I can just continue. I can just come back. Part 3. Part 1, part 2, part 3 now. Of course I'll just do a quick run through again for all the NEWSTART again because if you are new, if you didn't read yet, then you don't know. Oops, the sacred sister ritual is not in here. The answer wouldn't happen there. You know what? I think I'll just do the closing one myself because it seems that she's not there. She's like, I saw her log off. I don't know what happened there. Okay, what song are we going to pick? Anybody can pick their favorite song.
632.
632. Okay. Okay. Now you picked it, you sing it. Okay, if you hear audio quality is bad because I have it unplugged. Okay, here we go. Keep 2 cameras running.
Okay. Let's just go to our closing prayer. I expected she'd be back by now. What happened? Anyways, that's okay. Now let's just go to our closing prayer. Let's do it. Okay. So I'm gonna get a hole in my head, a hole in my back. The piano over there. Anyways, let's just go to our closing prayer. Our Father in heaven, we want to thank thee that you have blessed us in this sermon here. We want to pray that you will help us to follow your new start, because the new start gets us healthy. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, guys, now I'm going to let you go have lunch or cook lunch or whatever you have to do for lunch. Now, okay, you can do what I want to do for lunch right now, but just remember, 2:30 in 3 hours, we are coming back live again at 2:30, or if you count it this way, 14:30. Because my iPad now switched to 14:30. So yeah, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you are Pacific, that would be 11. That would be now. Right there. Or if you are in Chicago, you're going to be at 1:30 p.m. CST. So, but just keep in mind that if you are on Atlantic time zone, you are always 1 hour ahead. Central 2, Mountain is 3. I mean Central is Eastern. You are same time as me. Central, you are 1 hour behind. Mountain time, you are 2 hours, and Pacific, you are 3. Now, if you're in Hawaii, all those, you're gonna be 5 hours behind me. So, okay, take your time. Don't rush through lunch or breakfast or whatever you're eating right now. Okay, bye. We'll talk to you again later. See you later.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell icon, and hit the like button. Thank you, and God bless you. See you again next time.